Hello, elementary school students across America and on United States military bases around the world. It's Friday, and it's time once again for Michael T. Mondak Reads with the eponymous Michael T. Mondak, who every day at the same time comes to you virtually to read one picture book to you, your parents, and your teachers. But I can't do it without a little teaser as to what I'll be reading. Here's that teaser for this Friday. Now, how many of you out there have little siblings? And let's say you want to do something with your friends, but your little siblings want to join in, but they have to constantly be reminded that they're too little to do certain things. They get upset over it. Well, Flossie found himself in a situation where she's too little to do things. Oh, what? Hold on a minute. Did I just say too little? That's the title of this book, a storyline written by Liza Alexander and illustrated by Mr. Tom Brannan. If you are ready, here we go. What is Harry doing? Wondered his little sister Flossie. Harry rummaged around in his closet. Out tumbled his sleeping bag, air mattress, canteen, and tent. I'm getting ready for tomorrow night. My friend Hugo is sleeping over, and we're going to camp out in the backyard. Ooh, said Flossie. Flossie thought she'd like to camp out too. The next afternoon, Harry was ready for Hugo. So was Flossie. She didn't have a sleeping bag, but she did have a quilt and a pillow. She didn't have a canteen, but she did have a special cup that belonged to Harry. Hi, Hugo, said Harry. Let's go out into the backyard. Cowabunga, said Hugo. Harry and Hugo rushed outdoors. Wait for me, called Flossie as she ran after the big monsters. The monsters pitched their tent. Flossie's daddy helped. Flossie tried to help too. She fussed with the tent ties, but she couldn't tie a good knot. Here, Flossie, said Father. Let me tie it for you. Now you kids scoot inside and help your mother while I light the coals. We're cooking out tonight. Yay, yelled Harry, Hugo, and Flossie. They ran inside. In the kitchen, everybody was very busy. Mother was making potato salad. Harry was patting the hamburgers into flat round patties. Hugo was stirring up the Monsterade. Flossie wanted to be busy too, but nobody seems to notice. When it was time to go back outside, Flossie tried to carry the pitcher of Monsterade. Just a minute, dear, said Mother. I'd better take that pitcher. You might spill it. Outside, Father was cooking at the barbecue. I want a double chunky burger, please, said Harry. Me too, said Hugo. Coming right up, fellas, promised Father. He made Harry and Hugo each a big scrumptious burger with all the fixings. Can I have a double chunky burger too? Asked Flossie. Honey, said Father, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You're really too little to eat one of the big burgers. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll make you a little one. After they had finished eating, it was still light outside. Harry said, Hey, come on, let's play Monster in the Middle. Come on, Flossie. But when Flossie was Monster in the Middle, the ball soared back and forth above her head. No matter how hard she jumped, her arms were just too short to reach the ball. Yeah, it's time for marshmallows, called Father. Boys found sticks and rushed over to the barbecue. Flossie found herself a perfect stick, but Father took it from her. He said, Honey, you're too little to roast your own marshmallow. The coals are too hot. I'll roast it for you. Even though the marshmallow was golden brown, just the way she liked it, Flossie did not think it was very delicious. It was now dark. Flossie watched Hugo and Harry go into the tent. They turned on their flashlights and started whispering. What are you guys saying? Called Flossie. We're telling ghost stories, answered Harry. Can I hear the stories too? Asked Flossie. Sorry, said Hugo. Our stories are too scary for little monsters like you. And Mother said, Sweetie, what on earth are your pillow and quilt doing out here? Flossie scooped up the pillow, quilt, and special cup. I need this stuff to sleep out in the tent. Flossie, dear, said Mother, the boys are sleeping out, not you. You're too little. Flossie hurled Harry's cup to the ground. She stomped her foot. She howled, I'm too little for everything. And Flossie ran into her house and up to her room as fast as she could. Mother followed Flossie up to her room. Mother asked, What's the matter, little one? Don't call me that, snapped Flossie. I don't want to be little. Why not? Asked Mother. There are lots of good things about being little. Like what? Asked Flossie. Like bedtime stories, answered Mother. How about Monsterella? Monsterella was Flossie's favorite book. It was hard to resist. Well, okay, said Flossie. Then she brightened up a bit. Flossie felt much better when she woke up the next morning. His father was making pancakes. He let Flossie help. She cracked the egg for the batter and mixed it up. Then Father let Flossie use the big wooden spoon to pour some batter in the pit to the pan. Look at the tiny bubbles on my pancake, said Flossie. Pop, pop, pop. Then Father flipped Flossie's pancake for her. And when the pancakes were done, he put them on a plate. Flossie poured maple syrup on her pancakes and ate them all up. All of a sudden, it started to rain very hard. And all of a sudden, the two very, very wet monsters charged into the house. Harry said, Our tent collapsed. He and Hugo were soaked. Flossie and Mother ran to get towels and help the boys dry their fur. Then Harry and Hugo went upstairs to change clothes. After breakfast, Harry and Hugo asked Flossie to play hide and seek. Flossie was so little she could squeeze under a chair. It was almost impossible to find her. Flossie helped set the table for lunch. Flossie knew just where to put the napkins and forks. Then they ate Flossie's favorite, cucumber sandwiches. And after lunch, Flossie was very sleepy. She felt too tired to climb the stairs to her own bed. Luckily, Flossie was still not little enough to curl up in Daddy's lap and take a little nap. And that, boys and girls, is where the story and the week come to their conclusion. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you back here Monday at the very same time on this same exact channel. Bye-bye.